Hi, it's Jen from Shabby Fabrics. The folded star hot pads have been one of your favorite projects because they're just so visually beautiful and of course useful. So we have the round and the square, and if you are already visiting our website on a regular basis, you know that our kits have been either for the round or the kits have been for the square version because the fabric requirements are just a little bit different. Well, we realized that maybe you would like to have the option in the moment once you buy a kit. So what that means is with these two moving forward, these two collections, this is Painterly Petals, this is Scented Garden, we are making our kits so that now there's plenty of fabric to do either the round or the squared. Or maybe you buy two kits and you can make one of each. So we thought that's a fun option for you. Just remember that if you are going to be doing maybe some round and one square, there is a different pattern for the round and the square, so be sure to pick that up. Those are different. You only, of course, need to purchase those one time. And as always, we do have our refill packs in the 3-pack, or if you're really ambitious and want to just keep making hot pads, there's the 12-pack. These are great for gift giving as well. I love that. Maybe a housewarming gift, even at Christmas time. Who wouldn't love to get one of these beautiful hot pads? One other thing I wanted to encourage you to is we've of course done videos on both the round and the square. So if you want to see the steps involved in making these, and these are beginner friendly by the way, be sure to watch those videos. There should be links at the end of this video. When you watch the video of me making the round, inside the pattern, they talk about maybe a bias binding, but it's actually not necessary. I've always cut my binding on bias for the round. But recently I found a stripe that was actually printed on the diagonal, and I knew if I cut on the diagonal, it wouldn't look quite right. And so I cut it with the fabric straight of grain and used it on the round, and it worked out beautifully. So in your kit, the universal kit, while those binding strips will be cut by width of fabric, we have found there is no problem going ahead and using that width of fabric straight of grain cut to go around the circular hot pad. So I wanted to mention that as well. If you are going to be making these are some of the notions that we use in to make the hot pad. Of course, a ruler just to cut your squares out. By the way, be very precise on that. And I'd love to encourage you to use some sizing on the fabric. It helps the fabrics hold their crease so that when you're assembling them onto the interfacing background, they're just holding their position just so. And of course, we're positioning onto that template with a little bit of glue, whether you prefer the traditional Roxanne's glue based or the two-way applicator. And I also use an applique pressing sheet kind of just on the bottom of that to catch any glue, because once the glue dries, I can just kind of fleck it away off of my applique pressing sheet, and it's not getting onto maybe my table or my mat or wherever it is that you're placing your template on. Definitely these other types of tools, the precision stiletto really helped me a lot to keep those points down as I was sewing things through. And of course, I started off with some monopoly so that no matter what colors you're working with, the monopoly works great, it's clear. And then as you decide to do your top stitching, of course, just choose your coordinating thread as you'd like. We use the Sulky 50 weight. And you can see these other notions as well, our hot ruler, our Karen K. Buckley scissors, and definitely I loved using my Wonder Clips to secure my binding to the back. For sure, I love that much better than the traditional pins. So we know you love making the hot pads. We do too. No two are alike. We love seeing what they look like in the various collections, and we hope that by having the kit go either to round or square, you'll now have the option. And we would love to see what you're doing. Whether you're using your own stash or one of our kits, we would just love to see what you're making. So be sure to show us your projects on social media. Subscribe to YouTube if you haven't already done that, and I'll see you soon on another Shabby video.